Hi everybody, welcome to the end of a week. I hope we've all had a good one. It's almost the weekend. You've got around 4.5, 5 hours before it comes along. So I hope today is a smooth and quick transition to a really good weekend for you all. In regards to this week's blog, just quickly we'll go off the top of the head, get all the stuff, the most important stuff out. So remember, if you need to cancel, reschedule your session next week to avoid a late cancellation fee. Try not to do it on the day. Try to do it with 12 hours notice. If so, you won't get charged. I will try and always make up your session if possible if you do that, but sometimes through availability you may not be able to do it. Alright, so but like I said, the quicker you get onto me, the earlier it is, I can usually reschedule. It just helps out. And if you can't turn up to the session, someone might want that session, because they're trying to make up or whatever themselves. So try and let me know as soon as you can. So in regards to some quick shout outs this week, just the regulars, I'd like to say well done to Dave, Tahan, you're back on track. Our donor, we've got, who else? Scott's still doing well. Greg is doing a fantastic job at the moment. Lauren, Nicole, we've now got you doing smoothies, or we've got your blender and you're about to start doing smoothies. Who else have I got there? Always Jason and Wendy, Kieran, Kyle, everyone basically, Megan. We're starting to get somewhere with you as well in terms of your workload. So I am noticing that a few people are sick. Luke, Scott, Nicole, lots of people, Annalise, who is away. So if you do see this while you're away in New York, have fun, Annalise. But to all those people who are sick, go see a doctor if it's continuing. Have a day or two off. Little tips and tricks to watch out for: get rest, drink lots of water, have a multivitamin on top of a really healthy diet. Put healthy fats into yourself. Try not to eat much sugar. And like I said, just try and knock it on the head as quick as you can. The quicker you address the situation, if you feel tired or run down without doing anything, there's a reason for that. Your body just doesn't shut down for no reason. So if you're feeling those things, you feel tired for no reason or whatever, or you know the symptoms, step back, take a bit of time out and just get yourself healthy so it doesn't become a continuous or a long, couple of week problem. So, because I've seen boys and girls getting sick for a week, then they get good for a couple of days and they get sick with something else. There's a few people with the flu right now, sore throats, colds, stomach bugs, the whole bit. So what we're going to talk about today is also trying to work on that a little bit through food and nutrition. So lately I've been trying to get everyone to do food diaries, or people I've noticed who are tired, run down, stressed a lot, or like I said, have been run down or sick. I'm trying to find out what sort of food you're eating at the moment. So when I ask for a food diary, I'm not so much interested in how your calories are going or what fats you're eating, and that's part of it. However, the main thing I want to see is what nutrition you're putting into your diet, because if you're eating the right nutrition, then all the other stuff's going to happen anyway. So you don't have to calorie count and all that sort of stuff because you're eating fresh, wholesome foods. So there's not, you can pretty much eat as much as you want of that within reason. So it's calories that are in the vegetables and good fat, good foods. They're good calories. You need calories in your diet. You don't want to calorie count too much. You want fats in your diet. You just got to get the right fats into your diet. You know what I mean? So we're going to quickly break down really basically, a few little tips to help people build their immune systems up. It helps, we'll put certain things into your diet that will help slow release of energy and, make you feel better overall, and there's more vitamins and minerals in there. So, but yeah, basically just to start with, in regards to your immune system, I just wanted to point out a few little things. So, to those who are sick on a regular basis at the moment, what are you eating like? Are you eating enough during your day? Are you eating your breakfast? Are you having 2 snacks a day? Are you eating your lunch and eating your dinner? If you're not doing that, first thing, you need to fix that. Do you know what I mean? So if you don't fix that, you're going to stay, you can't build an immunity up to anything, so you're always going to get sick at some point. So things to work on with your immune system. There's one easy way of doing it: smoothies. I do it myself, so I still eat my vegetables and my broccoli and my carrots and sprouts or whatever for dinner. But what I do for myself to make sure I do get my vitamins and my RDIs, all that stuff in, is I do smoothies every day. So within that smoothie, I do put for myself, I put in green leafy vegetables. I put some citrus in there. I put some melons in there, and I put berries in there. I pick and choose a bit. So with green leafy vegetables, you have things like kale, spinach, chard, broccoli, things like that. I chuck them into my smoothie. I also choose watermelon. I love it. It's a preference, so I choose either watermelon, or a rock melon or a honeydew. Like I said, it's personal choice. From a citrus point of view, I put oranges, pineapple, lemon and lime into my smoothies. And from the berries, I put blueberries, raspberries in there. Raspberries I put in for more taste. Blueberries I'm putting in there, A, for taste, I love them. B, they're very nutrient rich, so there's a lot of good benefits to them, including brain activity and whatnot, you know what I mean? So, and then I just either put it with either water or for half the week, or the other half of the week I'll go and use coconut water. So coconut water is like nature's Gatorade, you know what I mean? So it's full of electrolytes and minerals, so it's good to use, especially if you've been training hard or sweat a lot. Coconut water is fantastic. And occasionally, if you want, you can also top up, but not using it as your main nutrition point. But have a go at taking a multivitamin once a day on top of a healthy diet and maybe having smoothies. It tastes a lot better. It tastes a lot better. It makes you feel a lot better. And like I said, you might be mostly waste that comes from the multivitamin, but it might just be that little bit extra that tops you up. So, it's a thought anyway. And I just noticed that a few people are quite sick, so it might help. The other thing to work on in terms of making sure that, in terms of what we just talked about with your nutrients and your vitamins, to help them stay in your body and to be processed properly and not just be wasted, you've got to work on what you're putting in your body. We go through the old, like I said, calorie counting, watching what fat you're putting in your diet, all this sort of stuff. That seems to be where society's geared at. From the point of view of fats, you don't want trans fats or saturated fats. You want to avoid them at all possible. So junk food, Mars bars, not even Mars bars, just chocolate in general. Animal fats, skin on animal fats, sugar, all those type of things. Processed junk food, takeaway food, all that sort of stuff full of trans fat. You want to avoid that where possible. A, there's a lot of calories in it, like we were just talking about. But B, it's no good for the heart. It's just not good for you. So if you can avoid it, avoid it. Ways to avoid it: when you're having dairy, either cut your dairy for starters, or if you're going to have dairy, try and have lactose-free dairy, have low-fat dairy. Try and avoid full dairy, full milk, all that sort of stuff, cream, that sort of stuff. So will make a huge difference. If you consume a lot of butter, cross it over to margarine. There's less saturated fat in that. Like I said, trim the fat off your meat, but if possible, try and get grass-fed or organic meats. A lot better for you, a lot more nutrition in it, and there's a lot less fat in there. Also, things like kangaroo and game meat, like venison, deer, that sort of stuff, is really, really healthy for you too. So the leaner the meat, the better. And on top of that, what do we got there? Foods to sort of go for. So your healthy fats, you got your mono unsaturated fats and your poly unsaturated fats. So a couple of examples of mono unsaturated fats, which are plant-based, a lot of. Avocados, almonds, cashews, oils, which include sunflower oil, sesame oil, and olive oils. Your polyunsaturated fats and your omega-3 and 6s are like your real, your tuna, your salmon, sardines. What else we have? Mackerel, pine nuts, linseed, eggs, chia. They're all, great sort of plant-based and natural fats. Good for your heart as well as by having good healthy fats in your diet. What that does, it allows the ability to basically absorb all the healthy nutrients that you're putting into your body. If you're not putting them in there, you're just wasting those nutrients that you're putting in there. In terms of healthy sort of foods, we've done that. There's one other point I wanted to hit at, was digestion. I was having a discussion with one of you guys the other day in regards to food, dropping some weight, that sort of thing. So basically, yeah, like I said, if you're doing, for your snacks, you're having a piece of fruit and maybe a handful of nuts, like I said, cashews or almonds, Brazil nuts, pine nuts, or a trail mix, something like that, or a banana, apple, orange, pear, whatever you'd like, just mix it. Try not to eat anything that's too solid or, is sugary, trans fat, like I was just talking about. So for your cereals, what are you putting in there? Are you having oats, muesli? Are you eating cereal? Make sure you eat cereal. Put some, you might want to put some banana or berries with it. Tastes pretty good. So, but yeah, things that we can work on in terms of losing some weight and controlling your weight management side of things besides training. So more muscle mass will help increase your metabolism. Certain foods, spices, that sort of thing will also increase your metabolism. But ways to also work on that is digestion. So if you're not regular, if you're not going to the toilet very often, then you've obviously got food stuck in you that you can't get rid of. So ways to help that out are get foods that are full of fiber. Foods that are full of fiber: plums, nectarines, pears, bananas, beans, baked beans, kidney beans, 4-bean mixes, basically every type of bean is really good for you. Chia is fantastic. Put that into your cereal. And LSA as well is another good way to go, as well as linseed oil, that sort of thing. So all really good for digestion. Like I said, it's all about expenditure and input when you're trying to do those things. But you can actually lose weight and drop all that, excess weight without having to get rid of healthy foods and fats and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's all about management of nutrients. Like I said, if you eat healthy and if you got a general rule of 80% unprocessed foods and natural foods, and 20% of the other stuff, you're going to be on the right track. So, like I said, little tips to do it to make it a little bit easier. If you struggle with getting enough into your diet every week, it's just have smoothies, reduce, that sort of stuff. So this week I'm going to put links in regards to anterior pelvic shift by functional patterns. What else I got there? I'll have some links in regards to the nutrition factor, in which I'll talk about healthy fats, bad fats. I've also got a link to a documentary that's I've sort of half watched. It's very it'd be good for you to watch. You get the chance and you got about an hour on the weekend or over the next couple of weeks. Have a look at it. It actually hits home with the stuff I talk about, but in better and greater detail. And like I said, it's just the more things you can watch that all relate to the same thing with different perspectives, the more you're going to learn, rather than just being my word or one other person's word. Like I said, the more you can see and expose yourself to, and you start to hear generally the same sort of information, but from different people and in a slightly different way, the more you start to get things. You know what I mean? The more open and diverse your thinking on the whole subject is. So the more educated you are, and the more diverse you are, the longer you'll do this, the better you'll do this, and the more you get out of it. So like I said, it's not just about superficial stuff training. It's also about you guys might want to look good in your bikini and that sort of stuff, and I want you all guys to do that too. But from a performance base with your nutrition, and if I can have you eating the right things, you're performing better, you're working harder, you've got more energy, so you can do things better. Do you know what I mean? So you can train, work, you're under less stress. There's less factors that are going to affect the overall process for you. On top of which, I'm trying to make sure you guys have a greater resilience to cancer and illnesses and all the stuff that holds you back. That's more my aim, is to work on that side of things. And then the symptom of eating really well is being healthier. Also, be to have less excess weight and to be thinner and leaner and yada yada yada. But I don't sort of prescribe from the superficial point of view. I don't believe in it myself. I'm more of a sport-based guy, so like I said, I sort of want to put things in my body that make me perform better, but also make me feel great too. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to help me live as long as possible in the healthiest and most functional way possible. So that's more where I'm at with this for you guys. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, with that comes all the other stuff with losing weight, looking good, just performing better in general and looking great. Skin, hair, everything looks good, feels good. The links this week, like I said, I'll be putting some nutrition. I've also got this protein ice cream recipe that's been given to me, so thank you to the people who gave that to me. And also I was given a link in regards to this documentary, so check that out as well. What else we're going to say quickly? Again, Neil, a few of you guys have got some free massages, so for every person's birthday I'm going to make sure you get a free massage. At the end of each month someone's going to get the Client of the Month award, and there'll also be a half-hour free massage for that as well. So just going to get you to try out Neil. If you got any niggles, if you got a sore back, ITs, whatever, sore shoulders, go see Neil, contact me and I'll put you on to him. He's good, and he's there for a reason, to help you guys manage any niggles, injuries, postural issues, all that stuff. So we're trying to complement the services together so that we give you as much range as we possibly can to give you the to make you feel as good as possible. Apart from that, I'll also be putting in a quote into the email, as well as all the links. And yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I hope I didn't ramble on too much today. It's a longer video. And yeah, let's see. I've still got Saturday. There's a group from 10 to 11 a.m. if anyone wants to come. Apart from that, everyone have a fantastic week. The remainder of the week, have a fantastic weekend. And to those who have been here this week, well done. To those who aren't feeling the best, listen to this little video blog or podcast, and go buy some healthy food, get into it, start looking at yourself properly, and let's make the most of it. So have a good weekend, guys. Thanks for your time, and we'll talk soon. Ciao.